So the fact that they're saying the case poses no risk to the public is ridiculous. Of course it poses a risk to the public.
Give me every detail, I won't judge you, as you know. So just stay for a little while.
I didn't think that I would find that someone who's as honest as you are. The way you make me feel at night when I am vulnerable and it's cold outside, but you make it alright. I wanna know you better. Give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know.
Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. So I am in my prepper princess pantry. So on a serious note, I came in here because I wanted to cover this story. I did this story some months ago. Let me go back to my videos so I can see exactly when I did. We have the first case of monkeypox, and I'm sorry I look so bad, but I've been working around this house and in the yard today, in the garden. The first case of monkeypox has been identified, and it's been identified in Massachusetts. When I first did this story, I think people thought I was crazy for doing this story. And it was exactly 9 months ago that I did this story. And I will link some of that I will link that video in the description box when I covered it 9 months ago. And to date, they have one case here in the United States. A Massachusetts resident has tested positive for monkeypox, health officials confirmed Wednesday, and that will be yesterday. Today is the 19th, so on the 18th of May, it was confirmed, making it the first case of the rare virus detected in the United States this year. Mind you, when I did this video 9 months ago, it wasn't a lot of people covering it. I think it kind of got pushed aside, or maybe GOV pushed it to the side and, made the COV a priority, but this is contagious as well. According to a release from the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, the patient is an adult male who recently traveled to Canada. The department completed initial testing Tuesday and was confirmed by the Centers of Disease Control, the CDC. The case poses no risk to the public. Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. And the individual is hospitalized and in good condition. The DHP is working closely with the CDC, relevant boards of health, and the patient's health care providers to identify individuals who may have been in contact with the patient while he was infectious. So they're saying it as if he's not infectious now, but he does have the monkeypox. And the fact that they're saying this case poses no risk to the public, you don't know who all he came in contact with. You don't know who all those people have come in contact with. And this is how things move along. But just like in the beginning of COV, they were saying that first week that they first told us about it on that Monday, well, it's being maintained. It's nothing that you should worry about. Go on about your daily lives. Then by the 13th, which was that Friday, how I remember it's because that was the last day I worked, because our Head Start program closed down along with everything else because everybody didn't know how to adjust to it, and they had to figure out a way to adjust before everybody started opening back up. So the fact that they're saying the case poses no risk to the public is ridiculous. Of course it poses a risk to the public. He's been on airplanes. Who knows what else he's been on before he got on that airplane. He was in Canada. Those people have to be concerned as well. So I see this going downhill as far as how many people are going to be infected. Yes, it's just one, and I'm not wishing that upon anybody, but for them to say there's no risk to the public is for you to go on about your business. Don't worry about it, just like they told us with COV, and we see how that ended up. So I would say prepare now, stock up, because the COV numbers are also going back up. New York City is on high alert, and who's to say what they'll do down the road if it continues to climb. And that goes with any other state. So shelves are already pretty much bare in some areas. Some people are seeing a lot of things on their shelves. So if you are, stock up now. I know prices are going up, but hey, we're gonna pay in the end anyway. So you might as well get what you need in your household in case this goes beyond what they're saying it's going to go beyond, and you're covered. So it also goes on to say, the New York City Department of Health announced Thursday that it was investigating a possible case of monkeypox. Wait a minute, let's go back, because in that first paragraph it said the case poses no risk to public. Are you serious right now? Just to go back and say in the second one, well, the New York City Department of Health announced Thursday that it was investigating, i.e. this person is showing all symptoms. I have a video that I'm going to link to this that came along with this article so you can actually hear what they're saying and read in between the lines on that. Your health, you are responsible for your health. Don't sit and let these people tell you it's okay. It's okay. What they're leaving out is comma right now. So they're saying the patient is being cared for at Bellevue Hospital. I just got through talking about Bellevue somewhere with a Walmart closing. Anyway, let me get back to this. Before I do, y'all, go ahead and do, hit that like button, if you want to see more content like this on the show. Even if you don't want to see it, hit the like button, because your girl out here working hard. She's doing gardening, she's doing homesteading, she's doing these store walkthroughs. It's a lot, but I enjoy it. I'm not complaining about it, but a little like here and there wouldn't hurt. So if you can help get this video to 1,000 likes or more, I would appreciate it. Again, the patient is being cared for at Bellevue Hospital, and all appropriate isolation measures are being followed according to the Department of Health. The patient's tests will be sent to CDC for confirmatory testing. So they just basically, they feel this person has it. They just want the CDC to back them up on it. Ooh, I didn't see that. I'm going to link this article. It's ABC News. If I forget to link it, it's ABC News. You can find it. 4 more cases of monkeypox reported in the UK. Go back up to paragraph 1 where it says does not pose a threat to anybody. Okay. These people, Lord Jesus. The resident we're talking about the person in Massachusetts. The resident was admitted to Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston on May 12th. And during the course of their admission, they were identified as a possible monkeypox suspect. Oh my God. Dr. Erica Shinsey, I think that's what it says. I don't have my glasses on, y'all. Associate Chief of the hospital's Infection Control Unit, told reporters during a briefing on Wednesday. Hearing about cases of monkeypox in the UK encouraged doctors to think more broadly about the patient's diagnosis. So the UK cases came up before this Massachusetts case is what I'm getting from this article. And y'all, I haven't read this article ahead of time, so it's like I'm analyzing it as I'm reading it. And I think that makes it more, you know, I'm just going through the process. Yeah. The UK cases obviously came up before, those 4 UK cases came up before this Massachusetts case, but because of the UK cases, that's what made them look into this even more. So I guess they really didn't know what it was. Hospital officials said they are unaware of any cases in Canada at this time and do not know where the resident may have contracted the disease. Hence, this does not cause or pose a threat. I keep going back to that because that's very important, that they always tell you don't worry about stuff. But if they're bringing it into the media, because this disappeared 9 months ago when I first did the story, when they bring stuff into the media, it's because things are really worse than they're saying it is. And I can bet you that they have more possible cases. Monkeypox is a rare disease caused by the monkeypox virus. The first case among humans was recorded in the Democratic Republic of Congo in 1970. And I covered that in my first video. And the illness has since spread to several other nations, mostly in Central and Western Africa. And then, let's see, it can transmit from animals to humans when an infected animal, such as a rodent or a primate, bites or scratches a person. The CDC said humans can also be infected when hunting wild animals or preparing bushmeat for consumption. The disease can also spread from person to person via large respiratory droplets in the air, but they cannot travel more than a few feet. So 2 people would need to have prolonged close contact. Here's my thing. Y'all saying y'all really don't have a lot of information on monkeypox. And if I can recall, and maybe y'all can too, let me know in the comments, where it says the disease can also spread from person to person via large respiratory droplets in the air, but they cannot travel more than a few feet. You remember those few feet? They ain't saying what the few feet are. You know, few is 2 or more. So they trying to say, you know, maybe it's the 6 feet, maybe it's the 12 feet. Because I remember them saying that COVID couldn't spread either. And people would have to be around each other a long time. And we needed 6 feet distance. That's why you have all these little, you stand here, and you stand there. And people getting into arguments if you go over that little circle or that line. Y'all, this is serious. This is really serious. Okay. The most common symptoms are, Jesus, it sounds the same as, I'm not about to say the word. It sounds the same as COVID. I'm hyped, y'all. I'm hyped. I don't know. It might be that fat burner I took, but I'm hyped. For some reason, this is crazy. Very few cases of monkeypox have been identified among Americans. Okay, here go the symptoms. Fever, check off for COVID. Headache, check off for COVID. Fatigue, check off for COVID. Muscle aches, check off for COVID. Basically the same symptoms as the FLU. Yeah, this video is filled with 3 letters, 3-letter words. Everybody got an acronym. According to the CDC, the disease does not naturally occur in the U.S. Duh. Infections are usually identified among people who recently traveled to countries where monkeypox is more commonly found. People are doing a lot more traveling now. Y'all, my phone about to die, so I got to hurry up with this here thing. It's just got me going. I'm almost at the end, so I have a few more. Yeah, I'm at the end. All the infections occurred after coming into contact with pet prairie dogs. People got pet prairie dogs? Anyway, which in turn became infected. I'm not making fun of this. Just, I'm reading it as I'm processing it. Which in turn became infected after being housed near imported small mammals from Ghana. That's insane. And that was quoted by the CDC. Since then, just 2 other cases have been detected in the U.S., both associated. Wait a minute. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna read this last paragraph, but I gotta figure that last one out. In July 2021, a case was confirmed in a Texas resident who had recently returned from Nigeria, and in November 2021, another case was found in a Maryland resident who had also traveled to Nigeria. I can't remember if I reported that in my video, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, but I definitely will link my video to this video. But that sentence of since then, that was in 2003, 47 confirmed and probable cases were reported in 6. Wait a minute, did I skip that? Oh Lord, I skipped that, y'all. It says in 2003, 47 confirmed and probable cases were reported in 6 U.S. states. The first human cases reported outside of Africa. So how they gonna say at the top of this whole article, it does not pose a threat when we all know that it's contagious? We all know it's contagious, right? And then it goes on to say only 1 other case. Then it goes on to say only 2 other cases. Then the further down you read, and I guess they figure people ain't gonna read the whole article, they put it all in here. So you better get it before they take it off the internet. In 2003, 47 confirmed and probable cases were reported in 6 U.S. states. The first human cases reported outside of Africa. And since then, just 2 other cases have been detected in the U.S., both associated with travel. In 2021, where they had it in Texas and they had it in Maryland. But this doesn't pose a threat. Let me just go back to the top because I'm going to end this video. It says at the top of this article, the case poses no threat to the public or no risk to the public. Lies. This is very contagious. And if they don't take, I don't even know if they have a jab for it. And would you want to take it? That's another question. But for them to say it poses no threat, and then as the whole article goes on, it shows you where other people have been infected throughout certain years. Nowhere in here did it say what they gave the people to get past it, or do they just take antibiotics, or do they take fluids, did they survive? They didn't say anything about deaths or anything in this article. But again, I pose this to you guys. If you are not prepping, what are you waiting for? The next outbreak? The next variant? The next, let's go with man-made. Let's go with, not man-made. We ain't gonna get into that, because let's go with emergencies, weather related stuff that's truly out of our control. Unless you go with the theory that they can make storms. Remember that movie Geostorm? And I'm not saying, oh, I believe in the movie. Listen, technology has gone a long way, and that's a whole nother video right there. But leave me some comments down below what you think of this particular monkeypox potential outbreak that is taking place, that they're seemingly making it into a bed of pansies when it's, something totally different. It's like, here's a rose, oh, then you go to grab it and you get stuck with thorns. So you guys prepare the best you can. Prepare now, prepare today, prepare yesterday, prepare tomorrow. The more you prep today, the better prepared you are for tomorrow. Also, start your garden. Drop your seeds, start your garden. Even if you're growing in buckets, if you're growing in, you can grow in anything. You can grow in a cup. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last you in a cup. And I don't know how much it's going to feed your family if you just grow in a cup. But grow as much as you can, because inflation is out here, and you want to stock your house up with more than just food. You want to stock your house up with medications as well, cleaning supplies, defense mechanisms. I was trying to think of how to word that. Defense mechanisms and all of that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope that you enjoyed. I don't even know if enjoyed is the right word. I hope that this video was informative. And leave your comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. We love to have you here on Tommy Bates Homestead and Prepping. Until next time, I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, go out and spread God's love. First, you got to love yourself. Self-love is very important. If you don't love yourself, how will you know how to give love, and how will you know how to receive it? Will you know how to receive it when it comes to you? Remember the 3 P's: pray, prep, plan.
Earlier, as you received notice from the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, there's a patient in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts who has been confirmed to have infection with monkeypox. That patient is currently hospitalized at Massachusetts General Hospital and is admitted to our special pathogens program. He is in stable condition, and Dr. Shenoy will let you know additional details. Massachusetts General Hospital is the designated regional emerging special pathogens treatment center for the New England area, for the 6 states, and the patient is doing well, safely in isolation in our unit.
So I'll just give a broad overview of the patient's admission so far. So the patient was admitted on the 12th. They were being evaluated for various symptoms. During the course of their admission, they were identified as a possible monkeypox suspect. And this was really unusual because the patient had no travel history, no exposure to animals that would be known to be reservoirs. However, the team, thinking about the patient and hearing just over the weekend about some of the cases in the United Kingdom, thought more broadly about the patient's diagnosis. When they did that, they communicated that directly to myself. We communicated with the public health authorities. We assembled the team. As Dr. Bittinger mentioned, we have a regional emerging special pathogens treatment center, so we are planned to respond to these sorts of events. We transferred the patient throughout the course of the day to our special pathogens unit, where they've remained.
The Boston Public Health Commission will continue to collaborate closely with the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, Mass General Brigham, and other healthcare institutions to assist in follow-up of any exposed Boston residents and healthcare workers. In the meantime, and as we learn more, we urge healthcare providers, particularly those in outpatient settings, to remain vigilant to potential cases and to take any necessary precautions, including standard precautions, as well as use of necessary personal protective equipment. That can include gown, gloves, a medical face mask or respirator, and eye protection to minimize exposures.
Y'all, let's remember the goal. You see how nice and friendly they made that statement? The goal is to remain calm. Because if I come out here with this calm face and I go, thank you, and all we need is to do this, and all we need is to do that, and everything will be hunky-dory. So y'all go on and live your lives and do everything that you want to do. And we got this handled, and everything will be, tight and locked down. So nothing will get out. It'll be okay. Yeah, just go on. Keep doing what you're doing. Everything's fine. Then I'll see you in about 2 weeks. Everything's grim. We're going to have to do this and we're going to have to do that. And I'm not making light or fun of it. That's just how it comes off to me. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all better prepare.